Buddy, I need your help real bad. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. I need some advice on something, 3-6. I really appreciate if you would have called me back. I just need 5 minutes of your time. Thank you.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Man, this is Will over in North Carolina.
Hi, Will. What's happening? What can I do for you, my brother?
My 2002 1800, I'm getting the death wobble between 30 and 40, say 41 miles per hour.
Oh, okay. You getting a little low speed wobble?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, generally when that happens, your stem neck bearings need to be addressed. You know, the bearings that are in the neck.
Right.
Between the fork and the handlebars. You know,
right.
Honda used some inexpensive bearings. And
okay.
those things don't hold up.
Okay, I only have 65,000 original miles on it, even though it's a 2002.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this right here. I took the wheel off. Someone told me take the wheel off, put it on the jack, and take the wheel completely off, pull the forks. If you got any play, that's where the problem is. I don't have, it's a little bit of movement, like not even enough to measure.
Right.
It shouldn't have any movement whatsoever, right?
It shouldn't have any movement, just enough to turn. It shouldn't be rocking back and forth.
Okay, now, this didn't really, start really happening until I put a new tire on it. The people that I deal with, they didn't have the tire size in stock. They didn't have a E4 or E3 Dunlop. They had one of those Dunlop American.
Right.
Something special. Right. And people are telling me that that's the wrong tire to put on Goldwing. American Elite is what it is.
I only use certain brand tires. So if you're not going to go back with the original Honda OEM Bridgestone, I would go with the Dunlop E4. If you're not going to go back with a Dunlop E4, then I would go with the, I run a Bridgestone BT46. Is what I run. That's what I run. But
is that on the front?
Yeah, that's on the front.
Okay.
That's on the front. So if you're just now starting to have that issue when they change out the tire, I mean, it could be your tire. There's only 3 things that are going to make your bike wobble. That's pretty much going to be the stem neck bearings. Tires can need balancing. Bad tires. Your tires are cupping. I would highly recommend that if you're going to, have your stem neck bearings addressed, because really what's supposed to happen, and a lot of people don't do this, having your stem neck bearings retorqued is part of your routine maintenance.
You know what I'm thinking? Since you said that, Chris, I think that would probably do it. If I was to go ahead and take the dash cluster out and get there and take that nut, take that top part of the stem neck deal, like the holes and handlebars. I think if I go in there and adjust that and set it to book spec, I think that's going to kill the problem. Yeah,
a lot of people, they get the bikes and they ride them, right? But you're supposed to have that stem neck, that bearing. Well, you're supposed to have that nut retorqued back down. Because what happens is when you buy the bike is tight, it's new, and it's tight. So, once you start getting up around a certain amount of miles, with all that movement and bouncing up the road, you got to go back and, sometimes you got to go back.
They're starting to, from day one you start riding until probably 50,000 miles, those bearings are starting to seat, so you've got to go in there and readjust them.
There you go. So normally I notice on the Goldwing, when you start getting up around 20,000 miles, it's time to have that nut retorqued back down. But a lot of people don't do that. They just keep riding. But that's part of the maintenance the routine maintenance is having that stem nut retorqued. But what I've done, and that could have been, what my bike needed at the time. But what I ended up doing, I just had those bearings taken out and went with the all balls. I actually ordered them on Wing Stuff. And
now, when you say all balls, do they look like little marbles, or they look like regular wheel bearings you put on the old school car?
Exactly. They look like the bearings that go inside of a rotor of an old school car. What I did, I just ordered my all balls taper bearings from Wing Stuff. Okay.
I figure if I talk to you, and the thing about this thing with 62,000 miles on it, and I had the idea about the seats and everything, and the normal break-in time is done and over with. Now it's time to go in there and revisit this situation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it to Honda dealership here and look, the guy wants to charge me $350 to do it. Here, do it.
Yep, that's about what I paid, around $350, between $350 and $400 is what I paid at the time.
Okay, that's what I do, sir.
But like I say, it can be your tire now, but at some point you still got to deal with those stem neck bearings. But I highly recommend having them taken out, go back with the all balls, and you can pick them up at Wing Stuff and just let them change them out with those all balls, and you shouldn't have any more problems.
That's what I do.
And if you can, do you have the Centromatic wheel balancers on your bike?
No, sir, I don't. I got the old stick-on square weights on it.
Yeah.
Do you recommend those?
Yeah, I really do. I got them on both of my bikes. I absolutely love them. Now, they're kind of expensive, but they're worth it.
There's a gentleman here at Cycle Gear. We got a Cycle Gear here. He says that he recommends, they got this stuff called glass beads.
Okay.
And past experience from being out there driving a tractor trailer over the years I drove, people would put marbles and golf balls and things like that, and all that does is it has a tendency to wear a trench on the inside of the tires from, riding down the road and it moving around. It's like it's sandblasting the inside of your tire.
Yeah, some people to use balancing beads. I use those in my trailer. I know guys that use them on their bikes. But yours is an 02, right? You got a 2002 Goldwing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and see, you don't have tire pressure monitoring on that year model.
No, I don't.
So for the year models after 2012 and above, have tire pressure monitoring. So I wouldn't recommend putting anything in the tires if the bike is newer than if it's 2012 or above. But your 2002, you can probably get away with going with balancing beads. It'll be a little bit cheaper, but if you can afford it, just throw you some Centromatics on there, man. And once you put those on there, you don't have to ever worry about it again. And
I'll put the Centromatics on there. Matter of fact, I just changed my rotors too on there.
Right.
The normal factory rotors, I just didn't like the way they were looking. They were looking kind of scarred. So I went ahead and put some, I can't remember the brand name. They came out of City of Industry, California.
Okay.
And they're not perfectly round. They're like they got indentions cut in it. And they're thick. My brake pressure came up tremendously on the front end.
Oh, okay.
And they're drilled, slotted, and they got holes and everything in it. They're beautiful. They're real interesting looking. So I put those on there, and once I get this, I'm going to be out there chasing you, sir. I appreciate your calling. I really do.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Where you located at?
Fayetteville, North Carolina, right outside. It used to be Fort Bragg. Now it's called Fort Liberty, North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm the guy that's got the 02 and the 90 model. I sent you a picture of it a while back when you was down with the bug.
Okay. Yeah, back in January.
Where are you at today, sir?
I'm out here. Right now I'm in Mississippi. I'm in the great state of Mississippi.
It's a Mickey.
Do what now?
Like you used to call it, instead of Mississippi, they call it Issamitty.
Okay, that was probably before my time. Okay, but
okay, here you go.
Yeah, I'm out here.
That trailer that you have, your pull behind trailer. What's the brand name of that, sir?
On this 2016, I have a Can-Am trailer.
That's what I want to get.
But, you know, it's hard to find. They don't make it anymore. Well, I take that back. You can find I'm pulling the Can-Am 622, but they have the Can-Am Freedom trailer that you can find. On my 21 Honda Goldwing, I pulled the Escapade trailer.
Escapade.
So, yeah, the Escapade, yeah. I highly recommend those as well. Yep.
If you get a chance, I know you're busy, could you text me that information for those two trailers? Give me something I can start looking at, because I'm looking to get me a trailer and get out there and start really riding.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Yep. Do you have the hookups and everything on your bike now, or you got to get the kit, the hitch and everything?
I've got the receiver for the tow hitch on both of them. And
okay.
Now that you mention it, I'm having a problem getting on the O2, getting the module to work. There's no place to hook it. I bought this bike secondhand from someone, and they had some kind of thing on there. They're on the module that goes between the bike itself and the actual trailer that holds the pigtail.
Right.
There's a square plug on that. Or should I do away with that module altogether?
Well, you know what? If it was me, I probably would put a test light on it just to see if it's working. If it's working properly, all you have to do is change your pigtail.
Okay.
You know, if it's working. I don't know if it's working or not. I mean, if it's already hooked up and it's working, then I wouldn't change it out. But I mean, it depends on if they put a 4-wire or a 5-wire or a 6-wire. So I mean, it depends on the setup.
It's a 5-wire pigtail.
Oh, the 5-wire? Okay. Well, I would go in and test all of the connections. You know, test my ground, right turn, left turn, brake turn.
Right.
I mean, right turn, left turn, brakes, tail lights. And if everything working, I would just run it. All you have to do is change the pigtail to match the trailer.
That's
and you're good to go.
All right.
Yeah, you're good to go. So.
Well, that'll work, sir.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, man.
No, thank you, sir. I appreciate you returning my call and you giving me some more insight on how I should address this wobble issue.
Yeah. Well, keep me posted, Will, and let me know. Let me know if
I will, sir.
if everything works out for you.
I'll do it, sir. Do me a favor. Text me that information for those trailers, and I'll go ahead and pursue that and get me one built or find me one and get it painted illusion blue like the old two. Oh, and also, if you got somebody, one of your viewers or whatever, interested in putting some more amplifiers in a Goldwing.
Okay.
I've got some model numbers for 2 Alpines. You can run one amplifier to run front channel, rear channel, left and right, and another and one for the sub, a mono amp. Once you send me that information, I'll send you and please include your email, and I'll send you the information on that Alpine system I just put in mine.
Okay, I'll do that. And that's an aftermarket, right? That's an aftermarket system.
Yes, sir. You plug into your existing head unit and go into the Alpine, and it sounds great when it comes out. All right, sir. Thank you very much for calling.
Okay, you're welcome. I appreciate it.
Be careful.
We'll holler at you later. All right, bye-bye. And this will conclude my video. If you guys have any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section below. Your comments just may help someone. Be sure to check the description of the video for pertinent information. This is your boy Chris out on the Goldwing. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.